I mean, usually when we sell Apatite, I love Apatite.
In a structured piece.
But
okay.
exactly, well the thing is, normally one little itty bitty Apatite stone, you know, you get one little stone in a ring and you're 150 and up. This is a whole huge carved necklace of Apatite, girls, and we're at $129.90. This is a blowout on this necklace. I don't know that we have a lot of this left. I'm gonna show it to you as well because it looks so pretty. I love this. It's beautiful on. The color is amazing, and that's all the genuine color of the natural Apatite. It looks just so good on the neck. I'll hold still so they can show you because it just, I love the way you've polished and kind of even faceted some of these beads a little bit. Look at how it's sparkling. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty.
If you can see, there's actually two different distinct colors of Apatite in this, okay? So there's a darker Apatite, that's what they call indigo blue. That comes out of Madagascar. Then you can see the lighter material that's on either side of the centerpiece there, and then the beads, and especially the beads on the neck as they go up. That's neon Apatite, and that's a lighter color Apatite. It's kind of a very rare Apatite, and that comes out of a very, very small deposit in Brazil. Earlier today, we had just the beaded faceted necklace to this, blew out, sold out completely. These like were the larger crystals of neon Apatite that I had. I had big crystals already of the indigo blue Apatite, so I wanted to combine them together. Of course, I couldn't make a whole necklace out of the neon blue. And so what I did is but I didn't want to waste, I didn't want to cut up those big crystals and cut them into smaller, smaller beads and waste the size.
Oh, this is amazing.
What I did is I designed this structured piece here. So you've got, this is huge, especially for the neon. This is huge. The neon, to be able to cut
look at the size of
freeform beads this size, structured beads, structured pieces.
Beautiful.
Isn't that amazing?
Gorgeous.
I mean, the presence of this is just totally remarkable.
There's you told me 400 left, Rocky? Under 400, and Jay cannot repeat this. This does not come back. We can't reorder this. This is a blowout price today at $129.90.
Right, and this isn't something right now, with either one of these materials that I can right now replace. These were small deposits, small stopes. They mined them out. We bought it all. We were able to do 2 small projects with it, and you're looking at it right here. You're seeing the same combination. Do you see with the indigo blue Apatite from Madagascar, and then we've used the neon Apatite. The neon Apatite, especially in this big size, we didn't make a lot of these, and as you can see, we can't, in the structured design and structured pieces, we only have a very few big beads. We had a really limited amount of big crystals that we could cut with that material.
This is huge, you guys. I mean, look at the size of this.
Apatite, this is humongous.
I've never seen
to
Apatite.
have crystals this big.
It would be impossible to try to find this in the real world. I would say in the real world, but seriously, I mean, I love Apatite. We see it. It's a gorgeous natural blue green, gorgeous tealy color. But I will say, to get that much material, to have the Apatite and the neon combined, it is a knockout value at $129.90. We are retiring this piece. We have a few more than 200 left before we'll call this sold out. There is a matching earring. There also is a beautiful, I've been wearing, there's 2 bracelets that work back to this, so we'll get you the matching pieces if you'd like, but boy, if you're looking for an incredible, look at how, it's very flattering.
But look at the light on this, and I gotta tell you, if we took this outside right now, or if we took this into actually if there was a window in this studio, okay, and you had some natural light coming in this, I have to tell you something.
You're right.
You would be blown away.
We're sitting in
absolutely blown away.
These studios are not really brightly lit. We're in incandescent light. So to your point, if we were sitting in the beautiful sunlight,
light,
oh my gosh.
Natural white light.
Gorgeous.
You would see, it looks great here. You look at it on Orshi like this. Look at this at a distance, okay? And here again, not the best lighting to show gemstones in. If we had a window in here, if you could get natural light.
Well, there is a window behind Orshi, but it's a fake window.
Well, you could, but you wouldn't do much damage.
And hang out on that balcony
you can jump out the balcony, but it's all an illusion. It's an illusion.
That's true, but I will tell, but this isn't. This is the real deal. That is real, genuine, natural, gorgeous Apatite, 18 inches long with the extender. These will all sell out. I must tell you, they are going very, very quickly.